Well, I hope they didn't think it would be that easy to cancel Gina Carano. She is a fighter and she is fighting back. This is coming from Deadline. Gina Carano hits back, announces new movie project with Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire. Quote, they can't cancel us if we don't let them. That's absolutely right. Cancel culture is a choice. You don't have to follow cancel culture. You can go and do your own thing. A lot of us are already doing that. And hey, we just want to make our content. We want to tell our stories and do what we want to do without being demonized for believing things that are different than other people. This is America, after all. That's how we do it in America. Speaking of which, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications. I appreciate the help with you doing that. Now, this is again coming from Deadline, exclusive story from Deadline, less than 24 hours after her explosive ouster from Star Wars, The Mandalorian, an incendiary social media post. It's not an incendiary social media post. I've seen a social media post. All she's doing is saying it's dangerous to not think for yourself. And I don't know why we can't say things like that in this country. We certainly should be able to. Gina Carano has hit back at her detractors and revealed a new movie project she is making with conservative website, The Daily Wire. I didn't know The Daily Wire was making movies. Apparently they are. Carano told Deadline today, The Daily Wire is helping making one of my dreams to develop and produce my own film come true. I cried out and my prayer was answered. I am sending out a direct message of hope, a DM, to everyone living in fear of cancellation by the totalitarian mob. And there is a mob going around. If you step out of line, they're coming for you. Well, she's going to sidestep them and hit back. She says, I have only just begun using my voice, which is now freer than ever before, and I hope it inspires others to do the same. They can't cancel us if we don't let them. Good for Gina Carano. Okay. Carano will develop, produce, and star in the upcoming film, which the Daily Wire says it will release exclusively to its members as the company looks to bolster its entertainment division. They must have a lot of members. Details are being kept under wraps, but it will be produced as part of Daily Wire's partnership with Bone Tomahawk producer Dallas Sonnier and with Bonfire Legend's banner. So they're going to be attacked, obviously, because the mob goes after everyone. We could not be more excited to be working with Gina Carano, an incredible talent dumped by Disney and Lucasfilm for offending the authoritarian Hollywood left. This is what Daily Wire exists to do, provide an alternative not just for consumers, but for creators who refuse to bow to the mob. Maybe we need to make some comics with those guys. That's what Daily Wire's co-founder said, Shapiro. Quote, we're eager to bring Gina's talent to Americans who love her, and we're just as eager to show Hollywood that if they want to keep canceling those who think differently, they'll just be helping us to build the X-Wing to take down their Death Star, he added. Well, let's hope. Carano's controversial social media post yesterday described by Lucasfilm as abhorrent. So her head turfed from The Mandalorian, by the studio and ditched by her agents at UTA. So she was fired off The Mandalorian and she was ditched by her agent. Nice to how they mob up on her at the same time they attack her. The former MMA star and Deadpool actress played bounty hunter Cara Dune on the first two seasons of Lucasfilm and Disney Plus's hit series. The actress raised hell by sharing a TikTok post comparing the current divided political climate in the U.S. to Nazi Germany. As if she created that. She didn't even start that analogy. Quote, Jews were beaten in the streets not by Nazi soldiers but by their neighbors, even by children, because history is edited. Most people don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them for simply being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views? She wrote. And it is true that during the Holocaust, the government's line was this group of people are not good people. This group of people is taking from us. This group of people should be denigrated, and it was coming from the official government of Germany at the time. That is not something we ever want to see go unanswered in any country. Bad things happen. You have to be cautious. It wasn't even 100 years ago that this happened to the Jews. Another photo on Carano's Instagram story featured a person with several masks covering their face and head with the caption, "Meanwhile in California," because people are just following what the government's telling them to do without question. I think that's her point. Both posts were scrubbed from the actress's Instagram yesterday, but others picked it up and reposted it. Last month, right-wing site The Daily Wire released its first feature film, school shooter movie run, Hide, Fight. I didn't know that. Produced by Dallas Sonnier under his Bonfire Legend banner. Daily Wire says the film drew more than 300,000 viewers during its 3-hour live stream premiere. The new alliance with Carano raises the prospect of the Daily Wire's film operation becoming a home for those going against the Hollywood grain in controversial ways. Not that Disney will be too worried about that, however. Well, yes, Disney doesn't care that much, but good for her. Good for her. Hey, if you want to support work that is not part of the main narrative, support COMICSGATE project. This is my project, The Mermaids. It's a full-color ongoing series. This is the first book. It's 48 pages. And it's a sword and sorcery story about a naive but highly educated teacher who discovers courage she never knew she had when she teams up with a hot-tempered veteran warrior, a reckless commander, and desperate citizens to lead a rebellion against the sinister forces of an evil mermaid queen. And it's like a hero's journey story, and you don't see as much of those in Hollywood anymore, and you're going to see less and less because it talks about people being individualistic, being determined, overcoming odds, and succeeding based on passion multiplied by their merit. And that's what we need to see a lot more of. Doesn't have to be a male character, it could be a female character, but it's a character that has character and a character that has the ability to fight and win their situations. So if you want to support my work, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications. Also, you can back the Mermaids on Indiegogo. The link will be in the description. I will see you again soon with another video, and if I don't see you, I will miss you. But congratulations to Gina Carano for her independent project.